In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your shock absorber on your Buick Encore. It's located behind your rear wheel. Using a 19mm socket, we're going to remove our lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Before beginning this job, you're going to want to put a jack underneath to support the suspension. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to take out this bottom bolt first. You can set that aside. Using an 18mm socket, we're going to take out these two bolts. Make sure you have a hand on the shock. Leave that there. Now you're going to just slide the shock down from behind. We're going to take this top nut out on the bench. I'm going to use these tools so I can hold this still as I take the nut off. Using a 15mm for the nut and the special socket for the top. At this point, we're just going to twist it off. And there we go. Now we're going to prime our shock by pushing down on it. Letting it back up. We'll do this about 3 or 4 times. You can also use something to cushion your hands if it's too tough, and I recommend putting it between your feet. Now we can take this plastic cover off. And now we're going to transfer over the shock absorber cover and bushing. I'm going to remove this bushing and cover by just giving it a tap. Just going to slide it down like that and then make sure it's flush with that top part. Now we're going to insert it into the mount and put our nut on. Make sure you reposition your mount if it's a little off. Taking it off is one thing, installing is another. You want it straight in there. So you want to make sure the shock can be straight inside the mount. You're going to insert it in and get your nut started. You're going to need a special tool for this to install the nut correctly. This is a 16mm special socket that you're going to put on top of the nut. And then you're going to use your socket that you used to take it off. And that's going to hold it still. All right, let's get our torque wrench. Feels about right. Torque it to 18 foot-pounds. Remove your tools. And now we can install this in the vehicle. Feed the shock up through. And put your mount where it belongs. Line up the holes and start your bolts. Line up your bottom bolt and start threading it in. Once you have that hand tight, we're going to go up top and zip in the bolts and then torque them. So now we're going to zip these in and then torque them to 74 foot-pounds. I'm using an extension and a torque wrench, and we're going to Torque these to 74 foot-pounds. I'm going to torque this to 111 foot-pounds, and then we're going to go a little less than a quarter of a turn more. That's 111 foot-pounds. Now we can lower our support. Put the wheel back on, take it for a road test. The process is the same on the other side. Install your wheel. Start your lug nuts by hand. I'm going to walk the wheel up and then tighten in a star-like pattern. We're going to torque our wheel to 100 foot-pounds in a star-like pattern using a 19mm socket.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.